which bidding strategy you should use when you're running your Google Ads. In this video, I'm going to cover all of the bidding strategies so you will have no question in your head. And this video is recorded in 2024 and we're going to dive deep. Who am I to teach you all this? I've been running ads for Fortune 500 companies over 10 years now, and in this video I will share all of my knowledge about Google Ads. All right, let's get down to it. All right, we have one mock account right now, and what we're going to do, we're going to create one campaign so we know what we're talking about. Let's say I'm launching a search campaign, and in this case this is going to be a brand new search campaign, and we will go over the bidding strategies and which one should you use for different scenarios, different cases. All right, now we are in the bidding section. After you create your campaign, now this is in the campaign level, by the way, you will see this. You will set your bids in the campaign level. You cannot in the ad group level. You can adjust your bids if it is manual, or you can set target CPA. If you don't know what those are, I will cover them one by one, so don't really get caught up in that. I will explain everything. It will be super clear for you once I'm done explaining everything. In the bidding section, let's click on this and we will see a bunch of options. Right now, what we have conversion, conversion value, clicks, and impression share. Are these all of them? Not really. So after we launch the campaign, we will be able to see more bidding strategy options after we launch the campaign. But right now, these are the ones, and they say they recommend these, right? We cannot see a manual CPC right now. I will cover the automated ones first, and you will understand what they mean. So the first one, we have conversions. So when you should use the conversion campaigns, I personally go with conversion as a bidding strategy when I have enough data in my ad account. What is enough data? So that's a great question. Google, for instance, says you need to have 20 conversions per month to go with an automated bidding strategies. Actually, if you speak to Google reps, they will suggest you to go right away with automated bidding strategies, but that won't be ideal. The reason being is if you go with maximum conversions and you have, let's say, 1 conversion actions you're tracking in the ad account, Google will have no idea how to achieve, how to maximize that. They will have no idea what a conversion is so far if you have no conversion actions in your ad account. Let's say a conversion is a lead. You're getting a contact information of a person on your website. If that's the case, Google will have no idea what that is. And you're literally telling them, this is I want to optimize towards, I want to increase this number of conversions. And Google will be like, what the hell you want? Like, I haven't seen any of them. I haven't seen any of the leads that you're talking about. Get some clicks, and after you get certain amount of conversions, now the algorithm will have some idea about, all right, this is what conversion is. He's getting some conversions, 20 per month at least. And then if you don't have 20 per month, don't switch the conversions. Then you will pay a lot more for a certain click. So it is going to be way more expensive in terms of cost per click. I'm talking about cost per click. But after you say, as I said, enough conversion actions, the algorithm will get smarter, and then your cost per conversion will be lower even though your cost per click is higher. So don't get caught up in the cost per click, but as I said, you will be profitable with this bidding strategy after you get to that point. As I said, 20 minimum per month. All right, let's go down. And let's say I want to go with conversions. I have at least 20 conversions actions per month in my ad account, and I want to go with conversions. But they give you the option to go with set target cost per action. This is optional. This is great. You can set a target CPA goal for them to work towards. So let's say you have to have, again, 20 conversion actions for you to go with target CPA bidding strategy. Before 2024, there was a specific target CPA bidding strategy separate from this, but now this is acting as a target CPA. So this is literally the same thing. So how this works, guys, is let's say you have to look at last 30 days of data. Let's say your cost per action, cost per conversion is around $50. And you want to lower it to $20, right? If it's $50, usually people set it to, all right, I want to make it 20. If you set it to 20, the algorithm will try to find that perfect audience to keep your target CPA down. But in that case, you won't be able to spend your budget, which is not a good thing, and you're not going to achieve this result. So what I suggest, you have to look at your last 30 days. And if it is at $50, you have to set it to $60. So this is going to give it a good amount of leadway to work towards a lower target cost per action. It's going to try to lower it. After you give 60 and then you wait for a month, don't wait for a week because it's not enough. Don't wait for 2 weeks. It's not enough. I've seen it time and time again. The quicker I make the changes, the worse the performance gets. So it messes up the performance. With target CPA, with automatic bidding strategies, you have to wait a month to make a good decision. Let's say you wait a month and you see your target CPA is now at, your overall CPA is now at $40. Now what you're going to do, you're going to lower your target CPA to $50. So you have to work it slowly down. I see a lot of people doing, let's say their last 30-day CPA is, let's say $50. And what they do is they set it to, let's say $45. They kind of like try to guide the algorithm to go down, but it doesn't work. So it keeps high and you won't be able to spend your budget. So as I said, keep it 5 to 10% higher than your current CPA. This is a great goal if you want to, let's say you're getting enough amount of conversions, as I said, like say 30, 20 per month. And then you want to lower it slowly. Let's say you're getting healthy amount of conversions, but now you want to work the target CPA a little bit lower, and then you can introduce this cost per action. If you set it to target cost per action, and in the first week you see a spike in your overall cost per action, cost per conversion, don't freak out. Wait at least a month after you make a bidding strategy change. If you go this and then make it, like say $40 and $50, and then it goes up, you freak out and you go back to a normal conversion bidding strategy, it will worsen things up. So I don't suggest that. I don't suggest you doing that. So stick to it. If you change a bidding strategy, stick to it for a month. All right, now we have conversion value. Conversion value is only valuable for a e-commerce brand, e-commerce product or brand. Or usually on search, I don't see a lot of search brands using conversion value, but it might be a case for you. So if you use conversion value, it is good for you to have, again, at least 20 conversion actions. And it is viable if you have different price points. Let's say you're selling an iPhone and you're selling an iPhone case. iPhone case is maybe $10, iPhone is $2,000, right? So it will make sense for you to use conversion value instead of conversion, because conversion will count iPhone case sale and iPhone sale is the same thing. But if you do conversion value, they will overvalue the iPhone sale more than the iPhone case sale. But if you're selling a range of t-shirts and your price point is like $40 to $50, there's not much of a difference. I don't suggest you use conversion value. I suggest you go with conversions. That's gonna be way, way, way better. And also, you have to set a target return on ad spend goal. Let's say you're spending $1 and you're getting $5 in return. In this case, you don't want to set it to $6, then it won't be able to spend. Again, we're doing the exact reverse strategy of what we did in target CPA. So in this case, let's say you have $5 cost per $5 return on ad spend, and then you have to do it, since there is a percentage symbol, we have to do it 500, right? Let's say you have in the last 30 days 500 target ROAS, and you can look at it as conversion value over cost, which is going to give you a number. If it's 5, every $1 you spend, you're getting $5 in return. In this case, if your last 30 days is 5 or 500 with target ROAS, you don't want to make it 600 because it's not going to spend and your target ROAS will go down. In this case, what we want to do is 450. So a little bit lower than the actual number. And this is going to yield better results for you. What else we have? We have clicks. So clicks is an amazing bidding strategy. I see a lot of people staying away from it. And if people are talking to Google reps, they're trying to move you away from clicks. They're trying to move towards maximum conversions. I can understand that they want to promote as much automated bidding strategies as possible. And I tested this with a couple of accounts. If you do not reach 20 conversions per month, you don't necessarily need to switch to conversions, maximize conversions. And if you switch to maximize conversions before you get to that number, your overall CPC will go to the roof and your cost per conversion will increase and your CPC will increase. And so you will see an overall decrease in performance. In that case, what I would do, I will stick to maximize clicks. This is, if you select clicks, the algorithm will try to get as many clicks as possible, regardless of thinking, oh, is this person is going to convert? Should I bid more for this customer? So what they do is, let's say there's X person, an X person becoming lead on random websites. If your ad sees that person, if your keyword sees that person, the algorithm will think, oh shit, this person is going to convert, let me just bid $5. And you end up paying $5 for that click. In reverse, you might have paid, let's say, $2 with maximize clicks bidding strategy, but you would have gotten that person in the third point, then maybe not in the first position, but in the third position. So this is a great bidding strategy if your ad account is brand new and you're not spending a lot of money. If you're not spending a lot of money, maybe you're spending $1,000 a month, $2,000 a month, or anything below that, you don't necessarily need to use maximize conversions because you're not going to achieve that number of conversion. You just go with clicks, maximize clicks, and you can set a maximum cost per click limit. That is really helpful so you don't overpay, you get enough clicks to your website. And if your website conversion value is good, if it's a lead generation, if it is over 10%, if you're converting out of every 100 people, you convert 10. If you're selling something like a product, if it is above 3%, and every 100 people you come into your website, you convert 3 of them, that's a great sign. You can go with maximize clicks. But if you're not at that point, I don't really suggest it. So you can set it a little bit below the industry average so you ensure you get enough clicks. So they will optimize towards getting as many people as possible, and you will still get conversions. So people get scared if they choose maximize clicks, they won't get conversions. It's not the case at all, guys. You will get conversions, as many conversions, maybe even more than maximize conversions. The only caveat here is if you have, let's say, $20,000 budget per month, and then you're having, let's say, 150 200 conversions every single month, all right, then you of course want to go with maximize conversions. But in this case, if you have a limited budget, go with maximum clicks. And we have impression share. This is the bidding strategy I usually stay away from. If the client comes to you and their goal is, I don't really care if people become a lead, I just want the top result. Like if my cost per click is super high, I don't really care. I just want the top position, or I just want my ads to show on the first page. So that's the only reason you might use. There's also one really unique strategy. One of the clients that I was working with, they had 2 different accounts in the same ad account. So they have one website, another website, both of them in the same ad account, and they were using maximize clicks. I was using maximize clicks for their one brand, and the other brand I was using target impression share. So if I were to use maximize clicks for both of them, they will compete against each other because they were 2 different domains. They were acting as 2 separate businesses, but they wanted to capture the whole first page of the results, right? So what we did, we used maximize clicks on one of them as a bidding strategy, and target impression share as in the other one as a bidding strategy. What happened overall as a result is impression share captured a lot of impressions. So it usually appeared like 80% of the time it appeared on the top of the page, absolute top of the page. The other one did not, but overall it got same amount of clicks. And the good thing is they did not really compete against each other. So you cannot prevent competing against each other if you bid on the same terms, but with the bidding strategy, you somehow in some terms you kind of prevent it, but not altogether. Let's cover what we can do with the impression share bidding strategy. So you have a couple of options here. Anywhere on the results page, I don't really suggest that. Top of the result page is good. So it is exactly above the first organic results. There sometimes can appear 3 ads, 1 ad, 4 ads, depends on the time and situation. And there's absolute top of the page. Absolute top is the exactly first ad that comes up on the search results. So if you do this and you set 100, you're not going to be able to spend. You're not going to be able to spend. If you put unrealistic goals, what happens is the algorithm won't spend because they don't know what to do in that scenario. You want to be realistic. You want to do 80, 70. So if you have a brand new ad account, don't start with this because you have no idea how much is going to be, right? So you run the ads for a while and then you look at the data. So you look at that and make a decision based on them. Otherwise, it wouldn't really make sense. So let's go back with the old campaign that we created. As I said, so you look at the data and work your way from that and then change the bidding strategy accordingly. As I said, I'm not a big fan of this. You can use this, but I don't really suggest you use it unless you have a really unique goal for this to give you some results. All right, so let's say we publish this. After this, we don't have any other options, guys. So you have to first publish your campaign for you to see the manual bidding strategies. What do I mean by this? Manual CPC, enhanced CPC. So you don't see those unless you publish the campaign. Let's say I publish this campaign. I go one of the campaigns that I published already, and then you're going to come to the bidding section of the after you publish that campaign, and now you can say change the bid strategy. Now you can, if you click on this, you will see the ones that we already saw, and now we're going to click on or select the bid strategy directly, but they don't recommend it and we don't really care what they recommend or not. Now we have the goodies. We have maximum clicks, maximize conversion, and we have the manual CPC, the good old manual CPC. This is great. You can either choose this if you have a brand new ad account, either manual CPC or maximize clicks. These are really good starting bidding strategies for your campaign to start off, hit the ground running. So you say, all right, I want to start with manual CPC, and you go right away without this. You tick that off, you set a manual CPC for each keyword, looking at the keyword research tool, and then you run your ads. After you get some data, after you start getting some conversions, you can say, you know what? The algorithm now knows how much conversions I'm getting. And now you can tell, all right, if you think that person is going to convert, you can up the bid by a certain percent. Let's say you're bidding $20 per keyword, really competitive keyword, let's say, and you're paying $20. So if it is manual CPC, you're not going to bid over $20. But if you click on enhanced CPC, and you might think that person is going to convert and they will pay, let's say, $25 and bid more for that specific keyword. But if they think that it's not going to convert, they won't do that. So the only caveat here is if they think it is going to convert with enhanced CPC, they will pay more for that specific keyword. But otherwise, they won't. So we have optimized for conversion value. It is the same if you have an e-commerce brand selling iPhone and iPhone cases, you can use this. But if you're only selling a certain product or a lead generation, go with optimized conversions. Do I suggest this? Yes, I do. You can either go with manual CPC or maximize clicks as a bidding strategy. And after that, after you get a certain amount of conversions, you can switch to other bidding strategies. Now, this is for search campaigns, guys. If you comment down below, if you like me to cover the rest of the bidding strategies for video ads, I can cover the target impression share and video view campaign bidding strategies. All right, if you like this, don't forget to comment below and see you in the next one.